Hello everyone, and welcome back to Sacred Saturday, a weekly video series where I come in and talk about self-care tips that I perform myself. So today's video was inspired by a line of thoughts that I've had, as with every other video. And I was just thinking about the state that we're all in, obviously under quarantine, and just how fortunate I am that I have the mental wherewithal to somewhat, to the best degree that I have, handle all of this. It made me think about how fortunate I am that my spiritual awakening happened quite a few years ago, and I've been able to share it with you, and you've been able to see my journey and my growth really since, the beginning of it. And really made me think about what the version of myself was 5, 6, 7 years ago, how she would have dealt with the reality of the situation now. And it probably wouldn't have been super great. So because of the growth journey that I've been on, and because of the way that I've built my business, I wanted to talk about 5 different skills that might be good for you guys to dive into, that might be helpful for you if you're looking to dig yourself out of the trenches, if you're looking to focus on something other than existential dread or our dystopian reality, and really put yourself into something that is good for you, something that will strengthen you, something that will shift focus from that to you. This can be a really, really excellent time for you to do some self-discovery, self-forgiveness, to be kind to yourself, because as I mentioned in previous videos, if we are trapped with our own thoughts, that can be really scary if we're still our own worst enemy. But if we flip it on its head and become our own coach, our own mentor, our own friend, we can really make the best out of this time and emerge out of our cocoon a butterfly. I wanted to bring you guys 5 different skills that you could learn while in quarantine. So the first one, and this is the one that really helped me the most, I would say, is learning the tarot. The tarot is such a beautiful and dense subject and has absolutely so much imagery, so much symbolism, that it's near to impossible to tackle in one sitting. So spend some time pulling cards, working with your deck, working with your intuition, understanding what it is that your guides or your gut tells you that you need to work on. This is a really great time to get acquainted with your tarot deck. The second one that I have is to, if you are on the beginning of your witchy journey, start learning how to spellcast, learn the moon phases, dive into a sect of witchcraft that you've always wanted to learn, and really deepen your relationship with that. Learn about the moon, learn about herbs, whatever that looks like for you, but associating yourself with something a little bit deeper, something more tangible, and hosting it with intuition can be really, really good for you at this time. But shifting gears a little bit now into business, if you are at the beginning of your business journey, 3 skills that you could learn in this. One is podcasting. Everybody has a podcast now, but if you could learn to do it effectively and you can use your voice to help other people, this is an excellent time to do that. It's also extremely cathartic for you to be able to kind of speak out into the void and have other people listen to you and cheer you on. Podcasting is one of my most fun things that I enjoy. I love podcasting so much. In fact, I've done it 4 times, and I have a network. So I highly suggest, if you have ever been interested in podcasting, being able to map out your own podcast and then produce it and launch it out into the world is so rewarding. Number 4, polish your marketing skills. If you have never been great at self-promotion, or if you have art, or you have something that you've really wanted to get landed in a magazine, like a writing or whatever it is, learning how to create a media kit or learning how to market yourself effectively and write pitch emails is huge. This is a skill that will totally amplify your reach and your exposure, and is partially the reason why I've gotten as many experiences and opportunities as I have. But learning the trade of marketing, huge. And then finally, number 5 is do some digging on an algorithm of a social media platform that you really want to learn and you really want to master. Have you been stuck at like 100 followers forever? There's a reason why. There's a reason why you're stuck. And if you do some digging and you learn and you refine your content, then you will be able to dig yourself out. And that is going to feel super duper rewarding. It's going to help and again be cathartic because people will be able to see your content that you pour so much energy and effort into. And learning that and mastering that also helps to create a blueprint for the next social media venture that you might have. So these are my 5 skills that you could learn or hone throughout this time in quarantine. And the reason why I bring them all up is because, again, 1, it's part of my journey and how I have strengthened myself and been able to really go from point A to point whatever I'm at now. But also it's because I have a sale on literally every single one of those things that I listed. I have a tarot course, a spellcasting course, a podcasting course, a marketing course, and an algorithm course, all listed in my sale. That is, you only have 48 more hours to access. They're 50% off. This is the best time for you to invest in yourself and strengthen your skills and will ultimately make you happy. And that is what we're really after, right? So, hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you start strengthening some skills, whether it's with me or without me, and I will see you in my sale and next week.